it's Chris from My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop, and I know that so many of you are so excited to find out what our new book club is going to be for this coming quarter. And we are so excited. Not just me, but I've got my two friends here with me, Sherry and Allison. Ladies, are we anxious to be able to share this
We're thrilled.
news?
Yes, we're thrilled.
Okay, so we have some little clues that we want to give to all of you. And we want you to type in the comments which one you think it is, which book, because this one is a classic. Are you ready? Are you two ready?
I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
we've each got a word. The first word I'm going to share is ardently. Ardently.
Good
Okay,
word. All
that's my
right.
word.
Makes you sound so smart.
It does, doesn't it? All right.
All right, my word is bewitched.
Bewitched. Okay, and Sherry?
Mine is tolerable.
Tolerable. Okay, so we have ardently, bewitched, and tolerable. All right.
And you gave a clue
that it is a classic.
that it is a classic.
In fact, how many years ago was it written?
Well, at least 200.
Yeah, because it was in the 1800s, right? Wow, so crazy. Are you ready to read this quarter's book with us here at My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop? Welcome to Pride and Prejudice. If you guessed Pride and Prejudice, you are correct, and we couldn't be more thrilled. So, Allison, tell us why this is something that came to our minds for this quarter.
Well, you know, a couple of different reasons, Chris. One of those is we are so excited for the new release of the Jane Austen fabric from Riley Blake.
Yes.
And that is coming out in September.
Yes.
And we have seen a sneak peek. I mean, if you go
It's
online,
gorgeous.
and it is beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, what can we do to pay homage to this beautiful fabric and
Yes.
also to a classic?
Yeah, absolutely.
But the second reason is we don't want to leave anybody out, and there are plenty of fun movies out there. So we want everyone to participate, and if you can't read this book, watch the movie.
Watch the movie.
Or two.
Or two or three. There's lots of versions out there, and they are all so, so good. So, Sherry, what just had encapsulated you with this book?
Well, I have to tell you that my son just got married, and I was there when they were taking photos, and they did a throwback to the intense scene when Darcy touches her hand. And I was like, they were so obsessed with it. So when I heard that this was the book, I thought, it still tracks today.
It does, doesn't it?
yeah.
It's still relevant.
It is, and the story is just so sweet. You know, it really is, and it's
there's-
something to be learned from, right?
Yeah, there are so many themes in the story that can touch each one of us.
Yes.
I mean, you know, not only the theme of pride and prejudice and how destructive that can be in our lives,
Yeah.
but also the theme of true love and also the theme of breaking across the barriers. I just absolutely love this book.
And the beautiful characters, like,
Yes.
how many of you know some of those people?
Oh, yes, yes. And one thing that I love about it is, centered around these 5 sisters. And these sisters have just this beautiful relationship that I absolutely adore. And especially the 2 older sisters. I love the relationship between Lizzie and her older sister, Jane, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so.
And even the mom and the dad.
Yes.
I mean, like, all of the characters in there are just your favorites.
Yes, so we are so excited about this. We hope that you'll join us for book club here at My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. We want you to check this book out at your local library, purchase it online, find a copy. Maybe you have one, stored away that you haven't taken out for years. It's time to do that, and be looking forward to our book club that will resume when Three Things Live resumes in September of this year. So we hope to see you then, and join us for a great, great discussion, and of course, some beautiful projects to go along with it. Bye-bye. Let's find out. Let us know in the comments how many of you have been reading along with us the book West with Giraffes by Linda Rutledge, What the Wind Knows by Amy Harmon, The Boys in the Boat, The Giver of Stars. Now, I'll let you know right now, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about the book, and we're talking about the book. Am I right, guys?
Read all night long.
I'm not a good secret keeper, in case you didn't know.
You know what? I'm all about spoiling.
I'm all about spoilers too.
Yeah.
We gotta talk
read the
about
last
it, right?
chapter.
It's a terrible thing, isn't it? How a little hope can be the thing that keeps you going and also the thing that breaks you. What are your thoughts on that? Oh, he had so much hope, didn't he?
Yes.
He had so much hope. He wanted
did.
to get to California.
His life was going to change when he got
kept
to
saying.
California.
Yeah.
He banked everything on, I mean, that was what kept him going.
I know someone a little bit who can imagine that. Kyle, you want to tell us how that hit home to you?
Yeah, as I was reading it, I'm like, oh my goodness. I was 9 years old when my father died in a motorcycle accident and my mother
Yes.
left. She couldn't handle it. There were 8 children, some were older, but she left. I don't know where she was.
Yeah.
The day we left the house to go up to New York, I don't know where she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that do to you? As a
Well, I'm
child?
still in counseling.
Yes, and that's okay, right?
And it's okay. Yeah, you
Yeah.
bet it is.
She's just, I don't know why these books touched me so. Oh, I can't do this on TV. But she had an overbearing mother, but they were very protective because she did have it was a limp or, a lame leg. And so, and they didn't want her to do anything, but she did it. She rode those trails and she saved people.
What does the wind know,
How
right?
does wind play a part?
Exactly.
I mean,
How does it?
Why would we call it What the Wind Knows, and how does wind really play a part in the book?
What are your thoughts?
Because they were it's so symbolic. But we always go where the way the wind blows. I mean, there's lots of themes about wind, takes us in different directions. We have to kind of just float along with that. Sometimes it can be strong, sometimes it can just be a cool breeze.
Sometimes it could hit you in the face.
Yes.
Right?
It's a fact of life. It's a life lesson.
Yeah.
You can either collapse into nothing,
Right?
or you can move forward one little step at a time.
It was a great
It's
book.
a very different book, isn't it?
Right. Yes.
Very different. Now, Kyle.
I loved it.
Yeah. Tell us what you said. You said, really?
I don't do sci-fi.
Uh-huh.
And so for them to go back and I
Time
was like,
travel.
this is weird, but I did enjoy it.
Did you?
I did, for real.
She thought that
She had a
would
British
fit
accent.
in, very British.
Yeah.
And she wanted to fit in. And when talking to one of the ladies, she's like, "Are you making fun of us?" And she's like, "No, I just want to fit in."
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
I find myself doing that. Changing a little piece here and there to fit in.
I think I can help you
Uh-huh.
in getting through your issues so that you can learn to trust the other boys in the boat.
You can't do it all by yourself.
No.
Did you guys realize was that giraffes mate for life, and that if you had separated them,
That'd been terrible.
then it would have been one of them would have died.
Yeah.
You know what? This is what 3 at 3 is all about. This is the new 3 at 3. And what it's about is it's all about the quilter. And it's all about you, but the whole you, not just the sewing you.